Brett Pontecorvo here at MainStageToAbleton.com, and I am so excited because Ableton has released their 10.1 beta, which is the newest version of Ableton, and it's a free update. So if you've been on the fence about whether or not you want to switch over to Ableton, whether you're moving from MainStage or even coming from another DAW, now is the time. You can pick up a copy of it through my website, and there's a link right here if you want to check that out. But right now, I don't want to waste any more time. Let me show you my favorite features in Ableton Live 10.1. Here we are in the arrangement view, and there are so many great things that are happening here. I want to start with the U key, and this is beautiful. It works a couple different ways. The first is clicking any track and hitting U is going to expand it. Now, the second way that this works that I really like is it toggles between three views. So right now you see I've got certain things open and certain things closed, and if I hit Option U, it's going to expand everything. Now, if I hit Option U again, it's going to collapse everything, but this is where the magic happens. The third time I hit it, it's actually just going to expand the things that I had expanded before, which is a lovely feature. Now, when we're here, this is way too big for anyone to work with, right? Which is amazing. So Ableton has added this shortcut, the H key. When I hit it, it collapses everything so I can see my entire horizontal arrangement, which is lovely. Now, if I wanted to zoom in, we still have the same sort of zooming feature, right? So if I select an area of time and hit Z, I can zoom in. And if I want to zoom out, I can hit X, and it's going to bring me right back between the two, which is amazing. This is such a workflow enhancement. This is something that you really don't want to miss. Now, second of all, or third of all, are how many awesome new features. I'm getting lost. So let's talk about what they've done with automation. So you can still enter automation mode by hitting an A, but it has given us this new ability, which is we can actually insert shapes, which is such a time saver, right? So any shape that I hit, it's going to insert over any selected time. So if I want a larger sine wave, I just select a larger section. Now, one of the beautiful things about this as well is if you wanted to, for example, do 1 bar, 129 to 130, and we're going to, let's say we want our sine wave, and I want this to just keep repeating, I can just hit Command D, and it's going to repeat this for me. Amazing, right? What a time saver. Now check this out. If I select, done it wrong. Now check this out. If I select all of this time, Ableton gives me these dots up here. And what this is going to allow me to do is if I just am moving one at a time with no keyboard shortcut, I can go in here and adjust individually each section, right? Now, what if I wanted to do both sides simultaneously? If I hit the Option key, it's going to adjust both the top and the bottom. Now, if I want to do it at the same time, for each side, I can go into the middle here, holding down Option. If I want to do something where it just gets super crazy, if I hold down Option and drag, it's going to totally flip the switch on me here. So you can come up with some pretty insane automation possibilities in Ableton Live 10, which is amazing, and I really love this new feature. Now let's check out the W shortcut. So we've already talked about how using H is going to allow us to see the vertical arrangement, and we've got our Option U feature that gives us the toggling the three different views. But let's say we are working on one piece here, and we've zoomed in, but we actually want to see our entire arrangement. Well, Ableton has built that functionality in now, so when I hit the W, it's going to zoom out so I can see my entire arrangement across the horizontal plane, which is amazing, right? So I can zoom in and out using my W, or I can even do my X and my Z, which is awesome. Now, Ableton's also included some new devices, but I actually want to just talk about what I'm most excited about, which is the channel EQ. I've kind of been hoping for something like this for a while because it's just a little bit simpler. It kind of just gives you a little bit of what you need. So let's check this out. First of all, there's a shortcut here for a high-pass filter, which I feel like every time I do a live gig, I am at home, and I'm working, and the bass sounds amazing, and then I plug into speakers, and I'm like, whoa, this is way too much, and I am always doing this with EQ8. But channel EQ is allowing you to do that way faster. You can adjust the gain of the lows, the mids, the highs. You can also adjust where the mid frequency is set to, and you've got an output. So this is just like a super fast way to adjust overall EQs. So this is less for sound shaping, less for your synthesizers, and more for your channels for like an overall feel, which is a lovely thing. Now, one more thing that we definitely need to talk about is the Alt key in conjunction with the rollerball on your mouse. Now, this works as well with a trackpad if that's what you're working with, but check this out. If I hold down Alt and let me get rid of this here. If I hold down Alt and I move my arrow, my little ball here on top of my mouse down, it's going to allow me to zoom in vertically. I feel like this shortcut I've been waiting for since I started using Ableton. Now, it gets better though, friends, because if you hold down Command and do the same thing, you're going to be able to zoom horizontally, which means your zooming is no longer going up here and clicking and moving around, which, by the way, even that has been improved because now I can zoom out or in on the top here, and that's just lovely, right? Don't we love that? This is amazing. Now, friends, Ableton 10.1 is a free update, so if you're on the fence about switching to Ableton, now is the time. Now, if you're really excited about it and you like what I'm doing, you can actually purchase Ableton through my website, and I will make a small commission if you do that, but it's at no extra cost to you, and even though 10.1 is not released yet, at the moment that it is released, you will get a free copy of 10.1 as part of your purchase. So if you've been on the fence about switching from Mainstage to Ableton, now is the time. Head over to my website, pick up a copy now, get my fast track patch list guide. I'm going to have you off to the races. It's going to change everything about how you use your computer for music production. I don't want you to miss out, so make sure you head over now, mainstagetoableton.com/purchase live today. Check it out. It's going to be amazing. Looking forward to seeing you there.